All right, this is my last video for our Chapter 2 review test for in class. So just a practice review to prepare for your Chapter 2 test. And what I want to do is finalize my video series here with a review from Chapter 1. And just that these concepts are going to keep coming up, I want to make sure that you know how to do them. So I'm going to talk about classifying a number first. I'm going to do these two first. And I'm going to use my little cheat sheet from class that we wrote down to help us. So the number 16.2 is a decimal, and I see that that decimal stops. The 16.2 stops, and that's going to be a rational number. Now I wrote ratio, but it's the category rational. And I spelled it wrong. Here we go. Rational. Rationals are fractions or decimals that stop or repeat. And rational is also a real number. And I'm going to classify this one as well. I see that this is a fraction, and that word fraction is rational. So both of these are actually rationals, which makes them real. Okay, now for the next question here, I want to follow my order of operations. And since a couple problems are going to use that, I'm going to write that order of operations up here. Before I can address this subtract sign, I first have to address what's inside the parentheses and my exponent. So this is -6 times -6. Or if you want to write it out, it would be 5 minus -6 times -6, then times 4, then divide by 3. So if I do my multiplication from left to right, it would be 5 minus, this is going to get us 36, then we'll multiply by 4, then we'll divide by 3. Now I can't do my subtract yet because multiplication and division have to come before you subtract. 36 times 4 is 144. And again, I have to do my division before I can do subtract. So I'm going to divide that by 3. So I have 5 minus 48. Now I can do my subtraction. 5 minus 48 is -43. So there's this one. Now same idea over here. We want to do our order of operations first. In the numerator, I'm going to start with an exponent that's going to come before the divide, and then last I'll do addition. So I'm going to rewrite my 8 squared as 64. And I'm going to do my division before I do my addition. So 64 plus 32 divided by 8 is 4. So I'm going to replace this here with a 4. And then 64 divided by 4, 64 plus 4 is 68. And now I'm going to work on the denominator here. So I'm going to start with what's in my parentheses, 11 minus 2. 11 minus 2 is 9, and 36 divided by 9 is 4. Is 68 divisible by 4? Yeah, it is. 17. So there's our answer for number 10, part C. Okay, the next two here that I have left, evaluating. What you want to do is use parentheses in your calculator. So if I'm going to put in a number for x, I need to put it inside the parentheses, and my square goes outside. So this is going to be -3 times -3. So if I have a number squared, it's a number times itself. Well, -3 times -3 is going to get you 9. Then I'm going to subtract 2 times -3. So if I multiply these together, -2 times -3 is going to get me +6. And then I'm going to subtract 7 at the end. And now left to right, I'm going to go in order. 9 plus 6 minus 7. And my answer is going to be 8. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 minus 7 is going to get you 8. So we want to go left to right when you have multiply and divide, and left to right when you have your add and subtract. All right, the last one you're going to see a ton. You even will see it on your Chapter 2 test where you have to distribute and combine like terms. So I'm going to distribute my 2 here to the 2 terms in my parentheses. So I have 2m minus 12p. And then if I distribute my 3 to my next set of parentheses, careful here with this negative, it's going to be minus 3p, but plus, because a negative times a negative, that's going to make plus, it's going to be 12m. Now I notice that I have an m term here, and I have an m term here, so the total m terms, 2m plus 12 more m, we're going to combine those together and make 14m. And then I see that we have some letter p terms, so negative 12p and minus 3p. So if we combine the p terms together, there is a negative 15 amount of your p terms. And those are your answers for our Chapter 1 review. Good luck studying for your Chapter 2 test. Let me know if you have questions. I am happy to help. I want to help you because real strength has to do with helping others.